Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are right here at the Raising Cane's in Byron, Mississippi. I am Trellis Williams. Right here with me is Coach Chris Thigpen. This is the South 78 Football Show presented by CPA Realty. Just coming off a bye week last week after the 42-8 win over Pearl River Central. Here on Friday, Coach, you're taking on the Hattiesburg Tigers. 6-2 ball club. They're a region opponent. A game that you really want to win. If you win the game, you guarantee a playoff spot.
Right.
Coach, what's the mindset heading into this game?
Well, the mindset is, to play really well, play our best football. We've seen what that looks like, defensively, but collectively, we're waiting. We have yet to do that. And so offensively, during the bye week and this week, we worked on just trying to make things better and easier for our players and put them in a really good position to have a lot of success, whether it's getting playmakers the ball and making it a little easier for our quarterback. And so, it'll be a great atmosphere Friday. We are playing a really good team. They're well coached. They have a lot of pride in how they go about and do things. This is our first time playing them since we've been 6A. And so, we have a great opportunity in front of us. And our kids, our seniors played their sophomore year. We played a spring game their sophomore year. So they have some memories of playing in Hattiesburg. We didn't play them, but we played there before.
Yeah, and so this season, the defense has looked really good. Had a couple weeks there where the offense was a little had some lags. Now, last time you guys took the field, you guys put up 42 points. Ashton Fair had a really good game. You were able to get a lot of guys involved, like J.J. Jones and those kind of guys involved. So you were able to do well. But then you had a bye week. So what have you guys done this week, practice-wise, to try to kind of keep what was going on in that last game going this week?
Well, we had a lot of scrimmaging going on.
Yeah.
We went against our defense a lot. We went against them again today. And so, but then, we had some days where we kind of let the guys kind of heal up and get a break, some too, from, the physicality.
Yeah.
And so, but I thought we've had a good balance. Now, again, we haven't had a bye week at any point since I've been head coach. At this point in the season, we've had some games we didn't play due to COVID 2 years ago and another year. But at this point in week 8, this is our first time with a bye. But I think it's like I told the coaches, around week 7, you always want to kind of have a bye. And a lot of colleges do it week 7. For most high schools in the state of Mississippi, that bye week was week 5. But, and that's good. It's about midpoint of the season.
Yeah.
So if you can make it to week 7 and get one and try to, fix some things and rest some guys up, then and still be ready for your next 2 opponents and your opponents in the postseason, that's a good thing for a team.
Yeah, just for an update, how's it going when it comes to injuries and the health of your players?
Well, Runday Baker is still questionable. Cavante Small is still questionable. But we have other guys that's been rotating in at those positions, and I think we have enough guys that are healthy and ready to go that'll play on Friday if those guys are not able to go.
Now, Friday's a big game there against Hattiesburg. Now, you guys will be in the playoffs if you win that game. If you lose it, you still have another good shot at making it there at home against Forest Hill, a game y'all would be favored to win. So how much is this game more just based on, getting the confidence real high? Because if you're able to get this win over Hattiesburg, that is a very good 6A team.
Yeah, it'll do a lot for us. Maybe it'll get us more recognition, but more importantly, we want to have the opportunity to go 1-0 this week.
Yep.
And, push our win total to 6 wins. And so, some of the guys know their guys, just from going to different camps. We've never competed against them as far as a team. We're kind of like the program that people are still kind of, taking a step back, kind of watching to see what we'll do when it comes to getting your respect. So um, you know, we're excited for the opportunity to go play. I believe in our guys, and our guys have done a lot to get to this point. We've closed the gap, but some people are starting to see it now.
Absolutely. Folks, thank you for joining us. This is the South 78 Football Show. We got some interviews with some players coming up next. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Raising Canes in Byron, Mississippi. I am Trellis Williams, and joining me right now is Brandon Caston, senior offensive lineman for this Terry Bulldogs football team and 3-year starter. So, Brandon, my first question for you, man, is that, look, you've been on this offensive line for this Terry team. You've played against some of the likes of some of the toughest teams in Mississippi before this season, and then you're playing now. Just kind of talk about your development as a player there on the line.
Well, as an offensive lineman, you got to be strong. You got to be in that weight room every day. I mean, during the summer, you got to train hard. As an offensive lineman, you had to be conditioned. You had to have fast feet. You got to be coming off the ball. You got to know your assignment. And as a 2-year consecutive starter, not missing a game, I just feel as if my development. I've been going against D1 players. Players that went D1 their freshman year. So I just feel as if you can do anything you put your mind to. You just as long as you just keep going, you got it.
Absolutely, and so now you're on this line. Just kind of talk about your experience growing up with football and kind of what you eyed and when you figured out that you're going to be playing offensive line position.
Well, when I was in middle school, I was pretty big,
Yeah.
So, my parents, they would just they would have me run, like lose weight. But, the weight just wasn't coming off. So
Yeah.
then, when I started lifting, I started growing into the size.
Yeah.
And so when I got taller, it was just, it just hit from there. I played guard my first year because, my brother went here and now he plays football at Hines Community College.
Gotcha.
And so when they moved me to tackle, I just kept getting taller, kept growing, kept getting stronger. And so that's when I knew this offensive line was for me.
For sure. Now turning the attention to this football team, you guys are 5-3 on the season. All three losses were by one possession. So you guys have been competitive in every game you guys have played, either by dominating or by losing very close games. Kind of just talk about this team and kind of what it takes for this team to get over that hump of increased success, and being able to get good playoff success.
In honesty, we just, we had to get together as a team. We see flashes of it, having fun at practice, everybody hitting, everybody, tensions high, we getting mad when we miss an assignment. That's just us coming together as a team and getting better. So if we start seeing more of that, and we start seeing players holding players accountable for their actions, and everything under that, we should be a great team because every loss we've lost by one touchdown. So
yeah,
in the books we should. We're a championship team.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as we come together and play as a team this Friday, we should beat this team.
So yeah, you guys are taking on Hattiesburg. They're a good football team.
Yes,
6-2 on the season. They're a region opponent. You guys took on West Jones, who's still undefeated on the season. It was 2-0 game.
Yes, sir.
So kind of just talk about this Hattiesburg game and just how big it would be to get a win there.
Well, if we win this Hattiesburg game, we'll definitely be going to the playoffs. So
yes,
it is a pretty big game for us. We're going to be treating it like a championship game because the team we're going against, they're big up front, offensive line, everybody over 6 feet, defensive line, huge. They got a lot of playmakers. They depend on their D line a lot, so it's going to be up to us to handle that game and put that game in our hands. But if everybody plays as a team, defense do their part, and we score, we should be able to beat them.
Thank you for joining us, Brandon. For sure, we've got some more player interviews coming right up right here on the South 78 Football Show presented by CPA Realty. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the South 78 Football Show. I'm right here with Donovan Young, wide receiver for this Terry Bulldogs football team. And Donovan, my first question for you is just take us through your development as a football player and when you found out that you'd be playing this position you're playing now.
I really been playing it my whole life, and then coming up to this point, I just want to be a good role model for the younger classmen.
For sure, and so this season, man, you've gotten a lot of run out on the field. Just a lot of touches and a lot of time on the field. Kind of just talk about your increased playing time this season and just kind of the work you've put in to get to this point.
I just want to be a team player. Go out there and make plays for my team any way I can to help them out.
Absolutely, and so this season, you guys are 5-3 on the season. Now, if you looked at the point differential, you'd be like, "Wow, how is this team 5-3?" You guys, all three losses were within one possession. Just kind of talk about this team and the lumps that you guys have taken, and kind of how do you think that'll help you guys moving forward?
We just always got to come with a high intensity, and what really was the mistakes. We just got to be more disciplined.
For sure, and so this week you guys take on Hattiesburg. Hattiesburg's 6-2 on the season, region opponent, good football team. If you guys win this game, you guys are automatically in the playoffs. Just kind of talk about how big this game is and just how much you guys really want to win it.
It's very big. A lot of people don't get opportunities like this, especially at Terry High School, this group, senior class group. So it's very special.
Absolutely, and Terry High School never made the playoffs since 2006. So this would be a big occasion if you guys are able to pull this off and win this game. Now, if you lose this game, you do find yourself in the position to be able to make the playoffs by playing Forest Hill, and if you guys beat them. But turning the focus to this game against Hattiesburg, you know that these guys, they've had a good season. Just kind of what kind of level of confidence would it give y'all to get this win?
It'll give us a big confidence, a real big confidence if we win this game, head into the playoff.
Absolutely. Thank you, Donovan, for joining us. And we got some more player interviews coming right up. Hello, everyone. I'm right here with Quintarius Benson, junior safety for this Terry Bulldogs football team. And Quintarius, man, my first question is if you could just take us through your development as a football player and just kind of what brought you into this position as safety.
What brought me into this position as safety was ninth grade. I play outside linebacker, and I wasn't too good at it, so I took it to safety, gave it a try. I want to try something new, and it worked.
Absolutely, and just kind of talk about your development as a football player, because you just mentioned that you tried outside linebacker, that wasn't for you, and then now you moved into the safety. Just kind of detail out just what showed you that you have what it takes to play that safety position.
I was great at coverage, getting to my drops, back pedals, and
Yeah, and so this defense this year has been very good here from you guys. You guys pretty much shut out an undefeated team in West Jones. It's 2-0 loss, but as about all you could do on defense is do what you guys did. But you've done that multiple times this season. Just kind of speak to the strength of this defense.
Strength of the defense is the whole team. Like Coach Garvey said, do your job. For 6 seconds, 10 seconds. You made big plays. Yeah.
Absolutely. Man, so this week you guys take on Hattiesburg. Hattiesburg, a good team. If you guys win this game, you're in the playoffs. Just talk about how big of a game this game against the Tigers is.
It's a big game. It's going to determine who we play in the playoffs and what seed and all that. We just want to win.
Absolutely. Thank you, Quintarius, for joining us. And thank you all for joining us as well. I am Trellis Williams with the TSJW Network. Please be sure to subscribe to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Turn those notifications on as well. Also follow us on Instagram at TSJW Network. Thank you all for joining us. We will be live on Friday night from Hattiesburg for that Terry Bulldogs Hattiesburg Tigers football game. Please tune in. Kickoff starts at 7. Thank you for joining us. I'm Trellis Williams. We out.